CNN panelists sound alarm on really scary poll showing Biden trailing Trump in key states. A CNN panel sounded the alarm on Sunday over a new poll showing President Biden was trailing Donald Trump in several key states. A CNN panel sounded the alarm over new polling on Sunday showing President Biden trailing former President Trump in several key battleground states. CNN's Dana Bash asked the State of the Union panelists about what she said must be a 5-alarm fire poll for the White House. Former senior advisor to Hillary Clinton's campaign Karen Finney said that while these results were on trend with past presidential campaigns, she hoped the poll results were setting off an alarm for Biden. There's clearly more going on underneath the surface that this poll doesn't tell us. And that is where elections were won. Understanding not just the what, but the why. The second thing I would say, though, is, yes, I hope it is an alarm for the campaign. And I hope it shows, particularly when you look at young voters and voters of color, that while they have made important early investments in reaching out to those electorates, we have to keep doing it. We can't take anything for granted, she said. ABC host. Shocked by post-Trump indictment poll showing statistical TIE, what does that say about Biden? Bash asked Representative Jasmine Crockett, D. Texas, about how the president was the farthest behind in the most diverse swing states. According to the poll, it's really scary for me, she said. Because here is deal. Perception is reality. And so when you look at the data provided in this poll, it takes about how people feel. And when people decide whether they're going to the poll or not going to the poll, it is all about how you feel in that moment. And so while the facts may not align with their feelings are dictating their reality. Their reality is that they feel better or felt better when Trump was in office. She said Democrats were trying to push back and argued that it was an issue of perception. Crockett also said people didn't understand civics in this country. New poll. Tight race between Trump, Biden with RFK, Cornell West Independent. Bids threatening both candidacies. Former Republican Congresswoman Barbara Comstock argued that MAGA doesn't win in general elections. Another panelist, Kristen Soltis Anderson, a Republican pollster, said many Americans who don't like Trump still believe he was better for them. At the bank, what I see are a lot of Americans who would say, look, I think Donald Trump is not a good guy. He's a crook. But he was better for my pocketbook, and that is where Democrats really have a problem, she said. Joe Biden has been going around the country talking about Bidenomics, which is frankly a phrase that I think the Republicans are more likely to deploy as we get closer to November if Americans continue to feel that fuel, food, housing etc. are all getting more expensive, and they look back on the Trump presidency and say, yeah, he's crazy. Yeah, that was unpleasant in 500 different ways, but it was better at the bank, she continued. Time equals 400 Ms. Greater than Trump holds sizable leads over Biden in 5 of the 6 most important battleground states, according to a New York Times Siena College poll released Sunday. Trump leads Biden by 10 points in Nevada, 6 points in Georgia, 5 points in both Arizona and Michigan, and 4 points in Pennsylvania. Biden's sole lead is in Wisconsin, where he beats Trump by 2 points. For more culture, media, education, opinion and channel coverage, visit foxnews.com/media. Fox News' Anders Hagstrom contributed to this report.